I forgot to turn the mic on. That's not what happened last time, though. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? How about now? It should be able to hear me now, I hope. Yes, please, tell me. Please, 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 please. I need to know if you can hear me now, because I forgot to turn on the microphone. I'm watching the chat. Not really that long of a day, but I had turned the microphone off, and that's the way it goes. I forgot to turn it back on, and I knew I was going to do that. Good, we're good. So welcome to the video live stream. Oh boy, I'm so glad it's working today. I almost went crazy. So if you're watching this on a replay, go ahead and leave comments below on the topic. And today's topic is always drones. It's always drones. And today we're going to be talking about Casey Neistat. And if you'd like to talk about drones and just join the conversation here on this channel, feel free to subscribe and don't forget to hit that like button. But let's first say hi to everybody in the chat. We've got, oh, Brian's here. We've got Drone Life. We've got Living Mako, Total Tech Studios, Variable, and we've got Steve, Essex. And who else do we got? Oh, Haley's Crazy Daddy. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad my audio's working now. And I tell you what, last time there was way too much going on. The microphone was on last time, and it didn't work. So, y'all want to talk about Mr. Casey? Anybody of you seen the article? Let's go look at the article. First of all, let me preface this. Y'all know that Casey is not I'm not a fan. I'm just not a big fan of his. And, well, we're just going to kind of leave it at that. I'm going to keep an eye. I've got to pop this up so I can keep an eye on something here. Oops, and I screwed up. Okay, well, we're just going to minimize that. I hope everybody's doing good. So, first of all, there is a link to this article in the description below. I'm not linking directly to his video because I'm not really big on giving him any more press than I have to. I feel a little bit uncomfortable doing this because y'all know I don't like him. He's not a friend. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Oh, I gotta shut my email, otherwise it's gonna make noises all day. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna talk about this article right here, okay? Drone DJ put it up. This is, I think they put it up yesterday. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to try to scroll this puppy down. There we go. So, he says he did these totally legally. All of this video. And I watched the whole video. Gave him that little bit of money. And if you need to click the link, it's his name right there is the link. Now, as you read through this, first of all, you know, flying a drone in New York City is no easy feat. If you're a hobbyist, you're pretty much screwed. You got about 5 parks you can fly from. If you're a commercial pilot, you then have to get a bunch of authorization from not only the FAA, but people in New York City Police. And he's got a map here that shows about the airspace. So there is fun. Finally passed my Part 107. Good. Total Tech Studios. Happy. Congratulations. And Neil, how are you? There's Mr. Neil Fat Fingers himself. So they look on here and they say, okay, so we can fly we can go in a boat from the river. And I looked it up. I noticed that that is true, that they can fly from the river. And they do still have to call the heliports and tell them that they're going to fly. And they said they did do this. Now, also, in this video, he had the people that actually flew the big drone that he snowboarded from, that literally carried him. It's the same people who flew that drone. They are commercial 107 pilots, and they said we are all about safety. So they are all about safety. They said they called the heliports about flying in the river, so they got that. Now, right here, hobbyist and not for commercial. This is one of my gray areas because in the video, they state that they are flying as hobbyists because they are just friends flying and teaching him how to fly. And this is what this is all about. It's a new Inspire 2. It's got the X5S camera. And, you know, they're like, we're going to fly because he wants to upgrade his equipment and have really good drone equipment. So that's what he's doing. Now, the definition of commercial flying is if any money changes hands because of the footage or the work done by the drone. So whether you're doing surveying or whatever, if you're getting paid or if... And like I've said before in previous videos, even if you are, I'm going to pop over here real quick. Even if you are flying free for a real estate gig, that's illegal, even though the pilot doesn't make any money. Somebody makes money off of that picture, off those pictures or video. Okay, some money changes hands somewhere. This is my understanding of the FAA rule of having a commercial license or flying commercially and not flying commercially. If at any time somebody buys, pays, whatever, if any kind of money changes hands, then it is a commercial endeavor. This is where I feel they fall short. Again, Casey is not the one at fault. It's the FAA 107 pilot, his friend. So Casey, I mean, this is technically legal for Casey. And even in the video, he says, FAA, call him, call my friend, and see how it goes. And, you know, I don't know. The FAA's, we'll see if the FAA even calls him. I don't know. But now, let's continue on. So here we go. Oh, look at that. It didn't even, it went right back to where I was at. So anyway, we've got this. And then, and here's where they always respect drone safety rules and all that. And here's where they talk about the thing. Take me through some of the legalities. We're flying as friends. There's where I have one of my problems. So this is a hobbyist flight. It's like Elaine are flying for fun. And what's the airspace? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they got the airspace. They know that they can fly there. And yes, they can. They called the helipads. Now, another part that this guy here has a problem with is beyond line of sight. Because the drone is over by that boat way over there. Now, of course, this is a picture of a video. It's not, I don't know. If they're less than a mile away, they can probably see that drone just fine. So the line of sight, I'm going to say questionable. But I'm not going to say one or the other. Flying around the Statue of Liberty. That, as everybody knows, it's a national park. You cannot fly it. And they actually have a 400-foot radius around it that you cannot fly. And this author here has gone through the whole thing of, if you look in here, you can see, you know, if you calculate even the Zenmoose X7 with a 50mm lens, they would still only be 220 feet away from the statue, which is under the 400 feet. Now, again, that is speculation. That's all speculation. You don't know. And plus, there's no, he says, and I agree with him on this, it does not look like he has the X7 camera. It looks like he has the 5XS combo standard one with the standard lens. So he was probably pretty close to the statue. So here's my point. Here's my things. Number one, that wasn't a hobbyist flight. I don't care what they say because, and let me show you this really quick. This one right here. So right here, that right there, I don't think he was 400 feet away. Even with a decent lens, you're not 400 feet away. And as you can see, this is a screenshot from his video taken today. That the video was actually done, what, 2 days ago? 1 day ago? 2 days ago. So, there's one thing. And here is the other thing. Let me pull that off, pull this up. As of this afternoon, he was putting ads on this video. Money is changing hands. This was a commercial flight. It doesn't have to be from the pilot to Casey or Casey to the pilot, but Casey is making money on this video from a drone. So the drone pilot had to be 107. He has to do everything legal, and not to mention you're not supposed to fly that close to Statue of Liberty. Now, let's talk about, was it really legal? Well, under Casey's rule, or under Casey's realm for Casey, I feel that it was actually legal. Because even though they say hobbyist, just because they say hobbyist doesn't mean squat. It really was a commercial flight. But they followed all the rules for a commercial flight, except for getting kind of close to the Statue of Liberty. That's where it's still the pilot and not Casey. The pilot flew too close. Casey was flying the camera on the drone. He was not flying the drone. So Casey was legal. His pilot was not. That's my opinion. My opinion. What is your guys' opinion? I kind of not been watching the comments because I wanted to kind of get through that, and I hope that anybody who's watching this on the replay, you go ahead and leave your comments below. If you know something different about the FAA commercial, I'm 99.9% sure that anytime money changes hands, it becomes a commercial flight. As a hobbyist, whatever, it's a hobbyist. But they weren't supposed to fly that close. I really can't see, I don't think they were flying far enough away from the Statue of Liberty. They did not fly over the island, and they actually state that in the video. He says, we cannot fly over the island. And if you look at air map or whatever, and it doesn't have the 400-foot radius around the statue. So does that still exist? I think it does, but it doesn't show it. I mean, air map's been wrong. You know, we gotta know. But flying is 336. No, sorry, he would make big money from the... Oh, yeah, you know Casey's making money from the footage. They have good eyesight. They have darn good eyesight, especially since you're not supposed to use binoculars or anything. They're also flying from a moving vehicle. That is... there's another point, Matt. There's a point I didn't even think of. You're not supposed... But you're right. They're not supposed to be moving from a moving vehicle. They call this freedom of speech. Well... It's not freedom of speech if you're breaking the rules, you know, flying places and doing things you're not supposed to. Steve W. And you know, Steve, that's flying from a moving vehicle. They definitely can't be operating both, which I know people who have. I will not mention names. Flying from a moving vehicle, I believe the point is that they are not moving fast or something like that. Steve, if you know the details on that, and if you could let us know the exact thing. Yeah, it's a gray area. It's a little bit wishy-washy, but because that's kind of what I understand. Now, you can operate from a moving vehicle. Steve, you'll have to show us or tell us the part in the FAA that says you can or cannot. Passenger. See, that's something. Again, here we go, gray area. Flying from a moving vehicle. Was that vehicle really moving? It was, because they had talked, because in the test itself, it says if they're in the middle of a lake and they're not moving, or if they're moving slow, and honestly, I forgot the answer to that one. I got to retake it anyway in October. I don't fly from a moving vehicle, but I do know people fly from boats all the time. Sparsely populated area. There you go. And sparsely populated, how far from the boat? I mean, there was nobody around them. You know, there was nobody around them at the time. So is that, I mean, granted, they're in the middle of New York City, but in their immediate area, it's sparsely populated. If they go 1 mile out, it's not sparsely populated. So, great conversation. Now, what if you're in a moving boat going down the freeway because your boat's on the back of a truck? Probably shouldn't be in the boat anyway. Okay, so you guys are talking about the passenger can operate a drone. I gotta look that up. I'm not comfortable saying one way or the other because I've never operated from a moving vehicle. It is a little bit. That's a little bit gray. I think they were flying too close to the Statue of Liberty. I think that them saying it's a hobby flight is just I think they might just be kidding themselves. I don't know. They might not realize it. They knew he was going to use that footage. I mean, come on. Maybe they don't realize what the difference between commercial and hobby, or maybe they have a different definition of commercial and hobby. That's my point. Guys flew in a car from one town to another. YouTube video passenger operated. Yeah, it doesn't mean it was legal, Neil. Doesn't mean it was legal. Steve is right. Oh, there's an old comment from a long time ago, from earlier tonight. Good, Steve is right. You can operate in a densely populated, or in a sparsely populated area. Cool. Thank you, Mr. Matt. We appreciate you checking in on that. So what is your opinions? You guys know my opinion on Casey. I'm not his fan. I'm not a fan, haven't been a fan. I was a fan for about 20 minutes. And I don't like pushing videos. I don't like pushing views his way. It's just not my thing. But what is your opinion on Casey? What do you think? Do you think he should do it? Remote pilot won't cover distance legal as long as you are in a sparsely populated area. You're not in restricted airspace. Yes. Yes, Steve. Yep. Everything on YouTube is legal. Sure, Neil. Smoking some more stuff, are you? Now, I had a question before the chat, before the video started, and Steve wanted to know, different Steve, Essex, wanted to know, can we fly that way in Chicago? Well, it depends on the cop you talk to, because apparently some cops don't realize that you can actually fly a drone in Chicago. Some police have been said, oh, you can't fly in Chicago. Hey, Craig! Well, I told you I was doing this, Mr. Craig. So anyway, in Chicago, here's the ordinance reads in the beginning of it. It says, no person shall operate a drone except, except when you are a hobbyist, flying as a hobby, flying for recreation, or flying for commercial purposes. My question is, when are you not doing one of those three things? So in Chicago, yes, you can fly, but if you get a police officer that says you can't, as you know, you don't argue with the police. You don't want to get confrontational, because that's just a really bad route to go, as you should know by now if you're an adult. Basically, you want to just ask if you have a copy of the ordinance and make sure. Now, the last one I looked at was dated just this December, and that's the one that states you cannot fly a drone unless or except if you hobby, recreation, or commercial. And there's some rules for all the different stuff, and I'm not going to go into the rules for Chicago, but there's a lot of places you can fly in Chicago. One thing, and again, just before the video we talked about this, you cannot take off from Buckingham Fountain. Buckingham Fountain is private property, and they don't even like you taking pictures for any kind of commercial use at all while you're on their property. Make sure you're not on their property when you're taking videos or pictures. The live stream is holding strong. Good. Used to watch Casey a lot. Not so much these days. You know, again, I like what he's doing with the 368. Of course, I don't know if he really knows what he's doing with the 368. He's kind of a business person that's just kind of winging it. Not a bad thing, but it just, I wish, I don't know. I would like to kind of join what he's doing, but it's hard for me to join what he's doing. Not to mention I'm not big enough or strong enough to do that. Yeah. What else is there, guys? This is going to be a short live stream if you don't keep me going. He just buys the drone and flies. Did he register? Ooh, Steve, that's an excellent question. He did not even he didn't even mention that. I wonder if he forgot to register. I mean, because you can do it on your phone, website, you know, you can get on the internet and do it. I hope he did. I'm going to give him, even though I don't like him, I will give him the benefit of the doubt because he had his 107 friends there and that he registered it. Let's just pretend he did. And for those of you who like him less than me, pretend he didn't. I don't care. But we don't know. He didn't mention it. He did not mention it during that whole thing. So all I do know is that and again, I'm almost splitting hairs here. When they say it's a hobbyist flight, knowing that he's going to sell these videos, that's just wrong, because it's not. It's not a hobbyist flight. But like I said, by them saying that doesn't mean they have to adhere to that, because it doesn't matter. As long as they have the 107, it just doesn't matter what they say. They can say it's a commercial flight and never use any of that footage for anything, and nobody makes any money on anything. Then technically it was kind of a hobbyist flight. It was intentionally supposed to be a commercial, but it's a hobbyist. This way they were going to do commercial, but they say hobbyist, and they shouldn't have. That's extremely misleading to me. I was told you can have more than one drone on the same FAA number. True. No, you cannot. Blue is your color, just saying. Thank you very much, Mr. Brian. Appreciate it. Like my blue? We'll have to give me some more blue stuff, all right? Just for you, Brian. Just for you. I appreciate it. He put the lawyers to work before he published it. You know, I doubt he did. Mexico, I highly doubt he did anything with lawyers. He just puts his stuff up. I think he flies by the seat of his pants. Honestly, I think he just does his thing. I've met people like him, and they operate similar. And Steve, I'm on with you, man. Totally. If he puts it on YouTube, you know he's going to make thousands of dollars on that footage. What was the screenshot that I had over here? What's the screenshot? 1 million views. 1 million views You think he made a couple dollars on that? You know, I'm thinking he made minimum 2,000. I'll bet maybe even B&H sponsored them, or maybe B&H gave him a discount on that Inspire because he mentioned them. But they don't really need his help because they're a pretty big site. They're pretty popular within the industry. But yeah, you know he's making money on that. I wish I could make that kind of money on my footage right now. Mexico, you know what? Living in Mexico, that's exactly the Chicago way. You do it and ask for forgiveness later because it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Totally, yeah. We do that in Chicago all the time, and he does it all the time. I've seen him break so many rules. I mean, and mostly small, stupid, minor rules. But the fact that he's so, I don't know, not really blatant, but just kind of blah about it. He doesn't really care. Just bothers me. He doesn't pay for anything. Oh, Brian, he might pay for one, or he might have had to buy a battery, which isn't cheap, but it's cheaper than the drone. I don't know why he didn't buy the X7 camera, quite honestly, because that camera's awesome. How many people we got watching now, guys? I don't have a second story. I threw this together a little bit later in the day. I wasn't even sure I was going to go live today. My computer is holding off. I haven't upgraded. I want to upgrade. As we know, we had an audio problem in the beginning, but that was because I forgot to hit the power button on the microphone. Not a big deal. Last time when I tried it, it was not that. It was something completely different. Because I was trying a new microphone and there was a setting in there that was buried that I had to play with. So I went back to my other microphone. Well, guys, how y'all been? We haven't talked in a while. I miss you. Good stream. Oh, thanks. 15. Nice. For those 15 people, who's all in here, man? Where y'all from? We're not going to do that. He's probably waiting for them to send him one. Yeah, you're on my TV. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Craig. Probably waiting to send him one. Send him a battery or send him a jack for a drone or an X7. Yeah, he's probably waiting for an X7 because DJI. You guys know how much that camera is? If you get the camera and all the lenses, it's like almost $10,000. Just the camera, but it's a kick-ass camera. Not the topic, but anyone have issues with the Gimbal P4 Advance? I have. I've had some issues. You should feel proud. I do. I feel so proud I'm on your TV. All the crops are in? Roasting in Albuquerque. Oh, man, it's hot. Oh, man. I am proud. I'm so proud. Florida. Got my new carry case for your P4. Sweet. Yeah, the X7, Calvin. I got you. Gotcha. Took me just a second to get that in. We got people in Florida. I don't see my UK people. New tablet coming tomorrow. Is it the Shield coming tomorrow, Matt? You got that coming in? My P4P does have gimbal issues, and the horizon can get pretty out of whack sometimes, and it's not easy. I mean, I gotta make a video on that. I really do. I've got a couple videos I gotta make. It does. I've adjusted it, you know, done the manual, done the automatic, and landed, restart, and it just sometimes it doesn't work. So Calvin, no Shield. Oh, that's right. Did you get the Samsung, the A or whatever? Whoa, it shakes badly when pointing down. You've got a problem, buddy. Mine doesn't do that. The reason Craig is asking where you're from is because he's also in Florida. Send to warranty. Yeah, you need to get that fixed. Brian, what are you doing? Thank you. That was a big one. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, as you know. You know I appreciate it. So now, Brian, you get an open question, but be kind of nice. Ask me what you want to know. And, of course, if it's too personal, I'm not going to tell you. It's like the gimbal getting drunk. Oh, man, that's not good, Mako. So, Brian, you have an open question? Got a good question? Give me one. I gotta drink a water. So yeah, now we're getting bored. Are we getting bored here? Again, you're flooring me, Brian. What was that noise? That noise was Brian giving me money. Scared me. How about you guys? Not used to those. Oh, and I just shook my desk. Oh, I think Brian's either ignoring me or he's writing like a super, super long question. Let's get drunk. Yeah, that's what your drone is telling you, man. It's a jackpot sound. Woohoo! Yeah, variable Matt. Duh. Always. I think it's your constant state of being. Matt logs in and says, hey, let's get the party started. Where do babies come from? Dude, babies. When a mommy and a daddy really, really love each other, they go cuddle and babies happen. That's what my mom told me. Smart aleck. See, I gave you the right answer though. And of course, you can always go to some other websites. Heading to Florida next month. Where does Squappy reside? Squappy resides in the entire state of Florida. I think he's near Tampa. Or is it Fort Lauderdale? I forget which side he's on. He's going to smack me. I know, Matt. I know it is. Oh, high CPU usage detected. Yippee. That means my computer's slowing down. Slower and down? Okay, guys. Oh, hey, you know what? I have a surprise for those of you who are always watching all of my live streams. Because guess what I did today to the end? You won't see any waterfalls on the end of this video. At least you better not. I changed it. I did a new end screen for the live stream. Woohoo! Finally! With our temps, Brian, I've been very leery about flying much. What temp? Oh, the temperatures? Yeah, it's been a little toasty, hasn't it? I've been flying in the morning. What did I have to do to fix my stream? Okay. I hate autocorrect. Yes. Oh, what did I do to fix my stream? What I did is, well, the reason I was having computer problems like crazy before. I'd worked all day. I got in late. I was trying to get the computer up. I had to reboot the computer about 3 or 4 times. It didn't want to start up. Real pain. So I got that going. And then when I logged in, the microphone didn't work. I was trying out this new microphone. This is a brand new microphone. Don't really like it so much. It wasn't too expensive, but it wasn't dirt cheap. So when I did that, there was a setting inside of XSplit that was buried that says, because of the way I'm set up, I have one microphone that's plugged into one jack on a preamp, but it's a mixer, and it's on one channel 1. So I put the other one on channel 2. But there's a setting inside of XSplit that says, take left audio and copy it to right. I had that set, and there's like other settings for it. I needed to change it from right to copy to left, and I didn't. But I found that out about 2 days later. It was not fun, but the computer was really acting up. It was not moving very quickly, and I was afraid it was going to be stupid. So, how many batteries do I take when I go flying? All 3 of them. And then I have this charger. Oh, I don't have it with me. Oh wait, I got a picture of it. Let me go grab a picture of it. Add a source. Because I sent a picture recently to Mr. Matt. I know I have it somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. I think it's here, isn't it? I don't know. No, it's in pictures. I'll find it. Just give me a minute. I think it's in pictures. But if I don't find it in the next 10-20 seconds, I'm not going to send it. Oh, and my sister's calling me because she doesn't know I'm on a live stream. My family doesn't pay much attention to me. I'll call her back later. Yeah, I don't have it. But anyway, I've got this great charger that was actually, it's been on several different videos for reviews. It simultaneously charges 3 batteries and your charger. It's a wonderful thing. You gotta love it because boom, boom, boom. It charges in about an hour, hour and 20 minutes, all 3 batteries. And your remote, depending on how far it is, it'll take a little bit longer sometimes. Yeah, it's an awesome little thing. So I take all 3 of my batteries. So you guys are gonna meet up. Cool. Brian is very weird. Yes, Brian is extremely weird. Post the link. Yes, Matt. Thank you. I will post the link. Hang on just a second. Do you have that link? Do you have the link, Matt? I think it's in my description already. I gotta find it. Matt, if you have my link, please use my link that I sent you. It gets a little hot. No, it's not Energen. Energen is a battery and it costs $500. This thing costs about 40, and it runs off electricity. So you have to have a wall plug. It does get a little warm. I have it up on a rack that keeps just fine. Yes, it is a must-have. Yes, that video right there, Matt. If you would please post the link that is my link, I would appreciate it. Because you know I need the money, even though I got $20 from Brian. That's cool. If you could shoot that, because you are a moderator, so you can post links. But yeah, where is that stupid picture? It's gonna drive me nuts now. Oh, actually, if you can paste it to the chat we have, I've got that open still too. I gotta find that stupid thing, but it's a great thing. Let me see. Maybe I can post it faster than you. We'll see. Maybe not. I have to go to Amazon. Oh, I can actually pull that puppy up. Orders, because I ordered it about a year ago, a little more than a year ago. Yeah, it's more. You guys are being nice and patient with me. I appreciate it. Let's see if I can find it. Matt's probably gonna find it before me. Oh, found it. There it is. I'm gonna go get the link, copy, and where's my little chat where I can put this in? There's my chat. Link for charger. I am also going to put that in the description at the end, but let's show you what this thing is. Let's just show you what it is. We'll pop up over the website. We'll get rid of this website, and we will show you what this thing is. Come on. Hope it pops in. Crossing my fingers. Yeah, it works. Maybe this works. Okay, maybe not. Well, save image as. Nope. Won't let me save the image as. Had to refresh the Hangout. Ah, well, I got it. No big deal. It's sent. I just created another one. Dang it. See, this should be here. Copy. Let's try this one more time. Boy, this really doesn't want to work, does it? Paste, apply. Really doesn't want to work. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Gotta find the stupid picture. Let me go back to the picture. Maybe I can save this picture as. Save image as. I'll just put it right here. Charger. Okay. Now, we go here. Head. Just give me... I'm sorry, guys. You guys can hurt me later, okay? I'm sure we'll be fine. Pictures. Go down to charger. There it is. And that's a picture of mine. I think that's mine. I think I took a picture of that. It looks like it's from me. Yeah, we'll just cover my face. That's perfect. Craig, you just had to say something, didn't you? Now I have to go buy something else. Great. Oh, one new message. Yep, there it is. Thanks, Matt. I beat you to it. Haha. So that's what I got. It works really, really well. I'm not even sure where that picture was taken. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and pop that gone. Bye-bye. Wonderful thing. Love it. Use it all the time. And, yeah. So get as many as you can. They're only, what, 35, 40 bucks? It's a great price. And I would rather have the Energen. That would be great. Yeah, Steve, you can't because they have Matt can because he is a moderator. You have to be a moderator to post. The knockoff YMCA charger? What's a YMCA charger? Skyread, this thing works wonderful. I didn't know it was a knockoff anything. I don't care. It works. It's all that I care about. So y'all, are we done talking Casey? I think we're done talking Casey. Is there something else that's in the news right now that you guys want to talk about? I'm more than willing to talk for a little bit longer, another 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and we can talk about it. Anything. And of course, nothing stupid. Excuse me. Matt, I should smack you for putting your own link up there. So guys, if anybody uses the link, the logo is the logo is the YMCA. Okay, yeah, it gets a little warm, and and I'm gonna give you guys a little tip on that sucker. When you're not using it, I mean, I'm horrible. I leave things plugged in all the time. When you're not using it, unplug it, because one thing it will do is it will run up your electric bill. I noticed it. I was like, why is my electric bill so high? And then I unplugged it for about 3 weeks, and my electric bill dropped. And that was about the only thing that was different. It wasn't like I was not using an air conditioner. That was the only real variable. So definitely unplug that thing when you're not using it, even though you should do that anywhere. We're not talking about Roseanne. She's not Matt. Or she's not Matt either. But she's not Drones. I don't care about her. Oh, it was my link. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Matt. No, drone news. We're all about drones here. Are there any notable changes to Part 107 for 2018? Not that I have seen, but I have not had to take the class yet to renew in October. I will do all of that. I have not seen or heard anything that was crazy, but then again, maybe I missed something. So if someone else knows something that's crazy different from 2017 to 2018, let me know. But from what I understand, since President Trump put a stop on changes to the FAA laws and the drone laws or whatever, or whatever he did, I doubt there's any major changes. I don't even know if there's any minor changes. Gotcha, Matt. Appreciate it. Rule change. Nothing that I've seen. I have not seen any major rule changes. Unless you know of something that I don't, and you're baiting me into being bad and saying bad things, which I hope you're not. But, okay, guys, you know what? I think I got to call my sister back. She doesn't normally call me on this day. I got to see what's going on. So I think I'm going to let everybody go, and I think we've had a great discussion. And you guys can keep it going on in the comments, keep the chat going. I've got to give my sister a call to see what's going on. And you guys probably want to see this new end screen, don't you? Do you really want to see the new end screen? Are you sure? Do you think you want to see it? It is a little different. It's not as much nature. It's not much nature in it. Because I took some clips I've had that I haven't. You might have seen stuff. You would never do that, Brad. Take care. I know you wouldn't, Steve. Just messing with you, Mr. Steve. No worries. Okay, well, let's see. Mexico's ready. He's ready. Okay, so here we go. Now, guys, you know that you can buy stuff from my site, right? There's like there's a shop. Check that out. Check these beautiful scenes out. Oh, and you know what? I did not set this thing up to loop. I got to set it up to loop real quick. Rewind. Play once forever. There we go. Infinite looping. So, is it looping? Oh, it's not playing. I gotta play it now. Play. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. Now, as you guys know, I do have a shop. I hope that you can see it. It's do more flying vids. Yes, I'm going to do more flying videos. I have more. I do have more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like this kind of video, drone stuff, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, and you can follow me on all the different social medias. And of course, you can always support me on Brad's Drones Patreon. I'm probably going to change that around a little bit. And this is some footage. I actually got this almost last year. It was almost a year ago that I got this footage. And it is so freaking beautiful. I love it. So until next time, everybody, I want you all to fly safe. And bye.